All right, it's your girl Sandra D, the main event, and welcome to my channel and to my community of love and unity. We will not be talking about hair, and we will not be talking about food. We are on the road of talking about the narcissist, and if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting on? Now today, child, we're going to be talking about 4 ways that the narcissist came into your life. All right, we're going to get right down to it. Now, these don't particularly go in any type of order, but I want you guys to understand the certain ways of how a narcissist was able to actually come into your life. Now, we are aware that narcissists are looking for people that they can extract supply from. Okay, we all recognize and understand that, and maybe I might be talking prematurely by saying we all. So if you're new to this channel, narcissists like to be able to have intelligent, smart people around. Okay, they're looking for kind-hearted, sweet, loving people who have a kind heart like yourself. Okay, someone who takes care of business, and someone who's a go-getter, who has a great bubbly personality, someone that people like to be drawn to, someone that gives good advice, someone that's nurturing, someone with a good head on their shoulders. Okay, the narcissist is looking for people like that because the narcissist has attributes that they're looking for that they actually do not maintain themselves, and they're looking for different types of supply that can bring this into their life because they're not able to create these things or are willing to do the work, okay, themselves. Now, they will try to take ideas, okay, as their own, and they weren't the ones to create it, or they may even copy you, and they already copied you from day one when they copied your personality and mirrored it right back to you. So these are just some of the things that you need to be aware of with the narcissist. And I'm not sure whoever is watching this video, to my community, what's up? Woo woo! You already know some of these things, but there may be new people joining in that's not even aware of some of these things. So I just wanted to just touch just a little bit on those things. If you are looking for more details and things in that nature, my suggestion to you is to go back to earlier videos to get caught up to the videos that are currently coming out. There are times when I do go over things again for those who are coming in new, but also I am giving a reminder also to my community, just in case if you have a narcissist that's trying to come around and hoover you and try to suck you back in. These are friendly reminders to remind you, don't go back. Okay, now I have here, so I would not miss any of the points, the 4 ways that a narcissist will come into your life. And these are not in any type of order. Is you could have had somebody that was in your life that was a family or a family member who didn't like you. And because they didn't like you, they knew certain things about you, and they actually hired someone to come into your life to befriend you. And they wanted to take advantage of you. It could be a friend or family member that you cut off and you don't no longer talk to, socialize with, things in that nature. And they recognize that they cannot go to your next level with you for whatever the reason could have been. It could have been a falling out. It could have been because God told you that they couldn't go, or you just grew apart. Whatever it is, and whatever the circumstance and situation is, that individual did not like that you left. So what they wind up doing was hiring someone to befriend you. And that narcissist is trying to attach themselves to you from somebody who sent them in your life. So number one, somebody could have sent that narcissist to you in your life, and it could have been someone that you used to be friends with, okay, but no longer a friend, or it could have been a family member. Okay, this is definitely a way that someone like a narcissist can come into your life. Now, I don't know if you guys ever seen that movie Cruel Intentions, where you had the brother and the sister. At least I think that was brother and sister. And there was this girl, she had money or whatnot. I'm not going to go into the full details, but the bottom line is they like to manipulate and play games with people. And they would have these little side bets. So there's somebody that's probably banking on you falling for this person that they actually sent into your life. The second way that this can happen is you didn't wait on God. Okay? You could have been not praying and paying attention, to... I'm not going to say that. Let me rephrase that. You were waiting maybe for a long period of time. And instead of you seeking and asking God if this individual was the right one, you decided that you didn't want to wait anymore, or you took it as a sign and did not ask God for the confirmation if this was the person that you were supposed to allow in your life. That is another way that a narcissist can come into your life. Excuse me, you guys. Another way that a narcissist can come into your life is that the devil sent it. Okay? Because depending on the type of chosen ones that you are, well, no, that's not true. You being a chosen one, and you're destined for greatness, and you're leveling up, and you're about to peak at where you are to go, the devil will send a narcissist to try to distract you from your destiny. Because the narcissist is sent as a way for you to not achieve your God-given destiny. That is going to be an outpour of you helping and blessing others along the way with whatever that talent, that gift, and that skill is. Only you and God know that. And the enemy is aware that you are going to be breaking barriers, and that you're going to be someone that the enemy sees as a threat, because you're going to be able to pull people into the kingdom of God while he's trying to pull people into the kingdom of darkness. And you being one of them that he wants to bring into that fold. Because just like 2/3 of the angels was deceived in heaven, the enemy is down here on earth trying to deceive as many people here on earth as he can. And if you don't believe me, why don't you read Genesis, when the enemy sat over there and was talking to Adam and Eve, because Adam was there right there next to Eve when it happened. And he was listening to the whole conversation. But Eve was the one who partook. And my opinion, I think that the reason why Adam let her eat the fruit first is because he wanted to see what would happen to her. Because he heard what God said. And personally, my opinion, if Adam was sitting over here talking about how it was bone of his bone and flesh of his flesh, why he didn't check the serpent? Because Adam got caught up in a lie too. Anyway, so the devil knows that you are destined to do great things. And that devil is shaking in their boots. And that narcissist was sent as a way of trying to stop you from getting to that destiny. Okay? But also, y'all remember the movie The Matrix? Now, I was watching The Matrix about 2 weekends ago. And when I was watching The Matrix, I just remembered being stuck on this one part. Y'all remember when Morpheus, played by Larry Fishburne, I might say it, jacked up his last name. And sorry, Larry, if you're watching, or Lawrence, my bad. And then you had Keanu Reeves, who played Neo. And he went to him and he told him he had to make a choice between the blue pill and the red pill, right? So that blue and that red pill, he was saying, hey, one of these pills here, it will keep you, you know, where you are right now, going through your same daily routine. But this one right here, I know you curious, and if you want that curiosity to be answered, you'll take this pill. And what wind up happening? He took the pill because he knew that there was something that was more to life than what he was living, right? And so when he woke up, they took him to this, they was in this room, all white room, right? And I believe it was a TV. So you had Morpheus and you had Neo. And he's sitting up there like, is this real? You know? And he was telling him, you know, about the perception, you know, of things. But here's where I'm going with this, that I want you guys to understand. And I'm still going to try to layer this. So I'm hoping that as I'm saying this, that it's going to land and it's going to stick. You know what I'm saying? So he was flipping on the TV, right? And then he was saying, this is what you see. And so what he was showing him was, you see how the world is now, and it's all kumbaya and it's all nice. You know, you don't see the real threat or destruction of what is really happening, right? And then he said, but the truth is, this is what you're not seeing. And I'm paraphrasing. So he showed him the picture on the screen, you know, where it looked like it's a horror movie, where it's all dark and it's not appealing. Okay. And the interesting thing about that is that's what the narcissist does when the narcissist approaches you. You see the light of something that is being portrayed to you as non-threatening, that all is good and all is well. And then when the veil is actually removed, you wake up out your sleep and you see the truth of what it is. You see the darkness. And so the enemy doesn't want you to come out of the matrix, because the enemy can't come to the level up where you are. So the enemy wants you to stay in the matrix so that you will be blinded to continue to do things that you're not even recognizing is less than your best outcome for your life, because these are the things that they use as an illusion to make you feel like if you come out of this, that's the norm, and you go in another direction, you're missing out on all of this stuff. But what you don't see is the darkness that's actually behind it, that has you captivated, that has you stuck in a matrix so that you won't reach your actual potential. So the devil will send a narcissist as a way of trying to keep you trapped in that torment, because what you think that the narcissist is, They tormented. And the narcissist used somebody, the devil used somebody in the narcissist family to even trick the narcissist. That's why when they went through that trauma and they don't believe in God, depending what type of narcissist you have, they blame God for what happened to them, but not realizing the person that actually tricked them is the one that they actually sold their soul to. But they don't question the devil like that. And they don't question the devil like that because the devil made them feel like, I'm going to give you this and I'm going to show you that if you join forces with me, look at all the benefits you get. But what the devil doesn't tell his little minions, those that he deceives, is that it comes at a cost and that it will always cost them something. It will cost them their life. It will cost them their soul. It will cost them more in the end than what they think they're gaining. Because if you think that the devil is not going to get his money, of course he is. But at the same time, the devil don't even have no money. What he got is something that's borrowed. So the narcissist feels like he owes everything that he has to the enemy, not recognizing and realizing that what he had was already his from the gate, because God gave it to him. But he negotiated, deceived him, and blinded him or her to where when they signed off on the dotted line, he snatched all of that back. And now they working for the rest of their lives for the enemy until they come to their senses and get saved. But anyway, the narcissist wants you to stay trapped in the matrix with them in the darkness. You're not supposed to see the light, but you have seen the light. Because when you go through a narcissist relationship, you have an awakening. And everything that you recognize, you realizing that you're going to know was a lie. And then you're going to recognize and realize that God has been wanting for you to level up. And you are leveling up because you're destined for greatness. And that narcissist was sent so that you would not level up because they're trying to keep you in that matrix. You remember how after they was done and he was like, well, what's all this about? And then Lawrence Fishburne, Morpheus said, they want you to be like a battery. And what does that mean? Supply. They want your energy to provide supply to the kingdom of darkness. So the narcissist was sitting over there recruiting. Now, another reason why a narcissist comes into your life is because a narcissist that probably was with you lost you. So the other narcissist outsourced to another narcissist. I know y'all like, what? Therefore, flying monkeys that work for the narcissist. Some people that you don't know that the narcissist is actually attached to until God tells you when you go up higher. But that's another video for another time. But the narcissist is after you because of your destiny. And the narcissist can only go as far as you will allow the narcissist to go with you. You see, the narcissist is trying to trick you out of your birthright, out of your destiny. The narcissist cannot create what you can create. The narcissist doesn't have the skill that you have. God blessed you and put these gifts in you that the narcissist does not have, because once the narcissist signed off on a dotted line to be one with the devil, he sold his soul. and his gift that he has to the enemy. So the devil can do what he wants with the narcissist anytime in any place where he feels. The narcissist will always be tormented, not just because of the torment that they went through when they was kids, but all of those dark entities that they have inherited when they switch sides. They are literally tormented with different types of demons. Now, they may have some insight, those dark insights, but they're tormented. Do you think that the narcissist has all these different supplies because they have this appetite? No. The narcissist is a hoarder. They're trying to get as much supply as they can because they're trying to get those enmities out of their head, out of their mind. They are being tormented from the abuse that they suffered, but also from them dark entities that they allowed themselves to be opened up to. So when they out here doing all this little dark magic and stuff like that, and they think that they so powerful, what they don't recognize and realize is that they're allowing unseen dark entities to come in and torment the heck out of them. Because as much as the enemy is sitting over here trying to destroy your destiny, he's also sitting over here trying to destroy the narcissist. Because the narcissists think that they're smarter than you and better than you, and don't realize that the person that they done signed their soul and signed their life over to is sitting over there using them and will destroy them and are destroying them. But they even blinded because they really think that the enemy is really providing for them, and all he's doing is providing their death sentence. When you understand what's really going on in the real spiritual realm of what's happening, the narcissist is being tormented. But they trying to go out and thinking that if they can land a chosen one like you, that they will be lifted of the torment. They will still be tormented. They could even get married to somebody and feel like they have won, and they will still be tormented by them demons, by that trauma. You ever heard in the scripture where it says there's no rest for the weary? They're weary as hell. Of course they are. And they're thinking that you can fix them because there's something about you that gives them some type of relief temporarily. So supply ain't nothing but a band-aid to try to not be entertained by them demons that they listen to every day. They're being tormented. And so that they can release some of those demons, they trying to release them onto you and torment you. They don't do nothing but make it worse for the narcissist. Because the chosen one that is saved cannot be demon possessed. They can be oppressed but not depressed. But they cannot be possessed. And then all that does is make it even worse for the narcissist, because while they doing the dark magic, all that's doing is coming right back on the narcissist like a boomerang. It comes back on the narcissist. And sometimes when a narcissist is hoovering you to try to bring you, suck you back, It's because them demons is tearing that ass up. Excuse my language. Narcissist gets all this supply as a way of putting a band-aid on the suffering that they are suffering from them unhealed traumas. But yeah, the devil will send, I'm sorry, my bad, you guys. The narcissist will try to outsource another narcissist, okay, to come into your life because they're trying to live vicariously in your life. And you didn't do anything wrong to the narcissist. The narcissist was the cause of the whole thing to collapse to begin with. But they want you to take responsibility of something that they know that's not your fault. But why they do that shift blaming? Because somebody did that to the narcissist when they was a kid. It's a learned behavior. That narcissist is doing that shift blame because they feel that when they were traumatized, they didn't have a choice but to suck it up, buttercup, and take it. But they were a kid. You think you can sit over there and get away with that with an adult and another adult? That's not how it works. And even though the narcissist knows this, the narcissist still going to be hard-headed and still going to do the same stupid stuff until when that narcissist meets their match. Because it's either going to be someone in their own crew that's going to take out the narcissist, or another narcissist is going to take out the other narcissist, or there's going to be some kind of thing that happens to where it's all going to collapse. Because vengeance still belongs to the Lord. And a narcissist still is going to be exposed. And I know the narcissist is over there thinking, oh, well, it hadn't happened yet, but it's coming. It's stuff that's already starting to fall apart already. But the narcissist don't want you to know that it's falling apart, because when a narcissist come and give you that sad story and cry, they looking for you to give them a solution to fix their problems. Now, another way that a narcissist comes into your life is you have some unhealed traumas that you have not addressed from your past, that you have buried, that you forgot about. Now, sometimes it's not some of the things that a narcissist went through, but you went through some things that wasn't fair, that wasn't right, with family members, maybe in school. And it could have been some things that you probably overlooked and did not even recognize and realize the effect that it actually had on you, because you buried it and you just moved on. And those type of wounds could also attract the narcissist into your life, because you share some type of hurt and abuse. It could be the same abuse, it could be different abuse, but it's a type of abuse. Okay? And the narcissist is drawn to that because they're already broken. But what they don't realize is that when they come across you, you may have an undetected, unhealed trauma that you didn't realize you had. But when you go through the relationship, you're going to recognize and realize as you're going through this healing that, hey, something about this situation is similar to something that I tried to block out mentally. So that is 5 ways a narcissist could actually enter into your life. But the bottom line is, it is still something that is not a good experience. Whether someone sent them that was a family or friend or frenemy, and you didn't even know that this person was that hurt or so wounded over a relationship that needed to end it anyway. You didn't wait on God, and you felt like you waited long enough, or maybe you was lonely, or maybe you thought this was your mate, or what they call it, twin flame, and you didn't check with God because it seemed like all the check boxes was yes, 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 yes. Not knowing that behind the scenes it was all no, 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 no. Also, remember that being a chosen one, you are destined for greatness. You got gifts and skills, and you're going to be leveling up and bringing people with you to the next level. And those that's going with you to the next level are those that are willing to say yes to the will of God. It ain't because you trying to just leave somebody behind, because when God tell you to cut something off, you gonna cut it off, point blank and period. You don't care how somebody feel about it. It's just a wrap. It's just the end. And if they got a problem with it, tell them to take it up with God. Another reason why is, the narcissist failed and they outsourced. So they just trying to see what other kind of way. If they can't have you, well, let me see if I can get somebody else attached to them. And they trying to live vicariously through that other narcissist, trying to keep tabs. Or that flying monkey. Okay? Or you got some unhealed traumas that you didn't recognize and realize that were buried. And these are things that will attract a narcissist because they feel like you have something in common. And that's being abused, some kind of type of abuse or some type of trauma. And these are the 5 ways that the narcissist came into your life. I'll see you guys in the next video.